The Sega Master System. The challenge will always be there.
Hey folks, Crazy Climber 80 here again, and we're going to look at game number 17 in our 20 from the Sega Master System series, and this is an entry in the Wonder Boy games. There's number 17, quarterback for the Buffalo Bills, my favorite team, Josh Allen. They're going to be in the AFC Championship. But this game is called Wonder Boy 3, The Dragon's Trap, and this is an RPG action game, and you control this this boy, the Wonder Boy, and you start off with kind of a prologue. This is the attract mode. You start off with a little prologue, and you go and face a dragon. And after you defeat him, he curses you, and you turn into a dragon. And that is the trap. And your goal is to get to the end and be uncursed from a final dragon that you kill. And the feel of the game is generally kind of like the game Wonder Boy, the first one, which was released in 1986 for the arcades. This was not for the arcades. This did have a number of other ports. This game is incredibly long. It's really tough for even patient people. But if you do stick with it, there are some really cool things about this game. You can change into other animals besides just the dragon. There's a hawk that you can turn into, and you can fly around the screen, which is awesome. You can turn into a mouse-man hybrid, which allows you to climb walls and ceilings. There's a piranha man that can swim easily underwater. There's a lion man that's a lot stronger. There's a lot of cool things about this game. There's a lot of hidden tricks you can uncover. You can find extra heart units. You see, you only start with one up there at the top, but you can get up to 8. There are hidden doors that you can find. There are certain blocks that might have hidden things that'll help you. There's certain weapons that can have special properties. This game is really deep. I was really impressed, but boy, does it takes a long time to complete. You can put in a password if you have one handy, and it'll be I think 14 characters long. But we're just going to start from the beginning, and I am not going to do a playthrough. No way, no frickin' how, because it will take like a couple hours or so just about to beat. So I'm going to start a new game. But yeah, like I was saying, there's like a little prologue type of thing here, where you have to reach a dragon, defeat it, and this part's real easy. You just have to know where to go, so just follow where I go. Many enemies in the game will give you coins, and it says gold at the top right. And there will often be springboards that'll bounce you up to higher areas. You need to go in this direction, or you'll get lost, kind of. So just take the path that I take. The enemies aren't giving me gold yet. Notice how weak they are. If they bump me, I don't lose any energy. They get a lot stronger later on in the game. But you need to go the direction that I go, otherwise you won't be able to finish off the prologue. Whoops. You can run out of life, and if you do, unless you have a potion remaining, see the potion where it says 1 at the top center? If you don't have a potion remaining and you run out of life, you are dead, and you continue at the beginning of the area where you started. There will be a lot of doors in this game, and you just push up when you're standing on it. And now here's the first boss. And note that the boss has an energy level at the top right. This boss is really quite weak, and it's easy to figure out what to do. Just smack him in the face and back off when he spits his fire out. Crap. I can lose a little tiny bit of energy. Whoops. The enemy can kind of juggle you. They'll bump you over and over. Whoops. That little fireball will try to touch you and curse you into a form. And I'm a dragon. And this dragon is pretty lame. He can spit fireballs to kill his enemies. Before that fireball touches you and curses you, you can collect a whole bunch of gold coins, which I did not. I let the fireball touch me. But you'll want to find your way back out of here, and this is the way to go. You'll have to watch out for falling ceiling tiles, and you'll sometimes have to kill an enemy to get a key to open a door. Sometimes you'll need to hit a block or something to uncover a key. But you'll see doors with little locks on them, and that's what you'll need the key for. This reminds me of Zelda 2: The Adventure of Link. It has a scenario like this. But this was created by a company called Westone. It's not West 1, although it looks like it. It's that by the way it's spelled. It's called Westone and licensed to Sega. And yeah, this is the third game in the Wonder Boy series. The original was an arcade release in 1986, and this was released in 1989. Whoops, for the Sega Master System. Whoops, let's jump out of there. I don't have a key to open that yet. But you make your way out of the town here, and then then the game will start in earnest. I never really played the Sega Master System back in the day. I was busy with my NES. There are multiple different types of areas that you can play through. Some have water, some take place high in the sky. But this is a surprisingly deep game, and you will start here. And this is a shop. Although the very first one just shows you the password that you want to remember. There's another shop up there. That's an armory type of area, I think. And it looks like it has a cleaver on the door. Yeah, these are items I can't afford yet, but there's like shield and armor and weapons. There's something called a stone that you can sometimes collect, and that adds to your charisma. And there are spells that you can collect. Later on in the game, I think I mentioned this. Excuse me. I think I mentioned this. There are different characters that you can change into. You can be cursed into them by a boss. Yeah, there are multiple boss fights throughout this game. Notice that door that I just came through in this area. That is where a lot of doors will lead to in this game. And there is my first heart container. You can have up to 8 hearts of life. And yeah, there's little springboards that'll pop you up to higher areas. Later on in the game, and here is a hospital, you can refill your energy there for money. Later on in the game, there will be various items, various swords that might be able to break blocks, or they might be able to create blocks, and we'll look at that a little bit later. This is a cute game. It's very endearing, and there is some replay value. It's very deep, which is fortunate because, like I said, it's so long. It takes a long time to complete. The music is also a strong point in this game. You can fall in the water and not die, but there are certain forms, certain creature forms that might not be able to go through water without taking damage. There is a character called Piranha Man that you can change into that does very well in the water, and he can swim very easily. The different characters are Lizard Man, Mouse Man, which can crawl on ceilings and walls, which is very cool. There is Piranha Man, which can swim easily in the water. There is Lion Man, which is strong. And there is Hawk Man, who can fly. Some very, very cool things about this game. And yeah, the music is a very strong point. See, I can go down here. I don't really get to swim. Whoops. That's not very fair. They can shoot through the walls, but you cannot. Ah! Well, I had a potion left, so I was able to lose all my life, but still be alive. And we're just gonna scoot forward to me dying. I wasn't gonna play particularly great, but when you decide to continue at this part, you can actually have that little indicator stop on a heart if you're lucky, and you'll get your energy refilled to start with. But I didn't, so we're gonna scoot forward. Yeah, here is the block breaking sword. I don't remember what the sword is called, but it can break blocks. And now we're gonna look at Mouse Man and his ability to climb walls. Pretty cool, huh? And then this is the block making sword that we're gonna look at. That is way cool. And then, yeah, you can create doors. And here is the chamber that lets you change forms. And there's like a number of these throughout the game, I think. You change to whichever form you have in your arsenal. And then this is Piranha Man swimming easily through the water. It's a benefit of having him. Here's a boss fight. One of several boss fights. And after you beat the boss, you will be changed into a different form when you touch that blue flame. But you can collect a lot of coins in the meantime. And then this changes him into Lion Man. And Lion Man is stronger, and he has a stronger method of swinging his sword. There will be a return door every once in a while, and this will return you to the first outer area. And then this is Hawkman flying. That is so helpful. You can avoid a number of dangers that way. And here's another treasure with a heart container. There are up to 8. And yeah, Hawkman is hurt by the water. Something to remember. And this is the final boss. And again, look at the top right to see how much energy they have left. And once you beat them, here is the ending of Wonder Boy 3, The Dragon's Curse. Or no, excuse me, The Dragon's Trap. I think The Dragon's Curse would make more sense, but whatever. And it was created by Westone and Sega in 1989. And it is part of the Wonder Boy series. The first Wonder Boy game was released in the arcades in 1986. And it was kind of copied for the NES as Hudson's Adventure Island. they bring you back here at night, and you just kind of run around until you get to, I guess, your house, and then go inside. But that is Wonder Boy 3: The Dragon's Trap. Very deep, very interesting game with great music. But boy, does it take a long time to beat. But this was game number 17 in R20 from the Sega Master System series. Sorry this video took so long, but there's just so much to this game. We will look at another RPG, another action RPG for game number 16 when we get to that. I hope you had a great Martin Luther King weekend. I was able to get some things done. I pruned the hedges along my back fence. They were growing out of control. That took a lot of work to do. But we're looking at the different forms that you can take. Yeah, there's kind of a dojo-ish, feudal Japan dojo-ish type of look to one of the areas. There's Hawkman. It's very useful to be able to fly as Hawkman. You can avoid a number of enemies that way. And this shows a number of the enemies that you will face in the game. But yeah, we didn't get to really look much at the spells that you can cast. We will look at that, I think, a little bit later. But the spells that you can cast, you can collect those by defeating enemies. And there will be little icons. The spells include a fireball, or tornado, an arrow, a boomerang, and thunder. And thunder is like a smart bomb. But you can have multiple of each spell. That is Wonder Boy 3: The Dragon's Trap, created by a company called Westone and Sega in 1989. It looks like it says West 1, but it's all one word and it's Westone. But yeah, we will look at a special password that you can put in, and it's WE5T ONE, and then the rest are all zeros. And we'll go ahead and put that in here. That's easy to remember. But the what would be S in West is actually a 5. So it's WE5T and then ONE, or 0NE, and then the rest are all zeros. That's 14-letter passwords that you'll need to remember in this game or write down. And this gives you all sorts of nice items, plus 6 out of 8 hearts filled up. And yeah, look at all those spells that I have. We will look at me firing them off and see where it says stone. Yeah, you can collect stones in this game, and they will give you charisma. And that charisma, I think, gives you better luck, or might give you more gold or something when you collect gold. And there's various amounts of gold that you can have added to your total by picking up coins or little money bags or something. But yeah, we're looking at the different types of weapons, shields, armor that you can collect. There's keys you can also have. We'll go to where there's some enemies where I can use the spells on. Yeah, that springboard shows up a lot in this game. There's a number of areas where that springboard appears. And there's a hospital I don't need to go to. I mean, I could refill 2 of my hearts, but I won't. And that wall I could climb if I were the mouse man. Yeah, each character has something to them that's very useful. Also, if I were the mouse man, I could break those blocks if I had the right sword and go into the water. Yeah, the only character that seems to get hurt by the water that I know of is Hawkman. All the others can go underwater and not drown or anything, but Piranha Man is quickest underwater. And Hawkman could just fly up there. Okay, let's use some of these spells. There's the fireball. And we'll use the tornado. I killed something just off screen. And there's the arrows. They fire upwards, and there will be these flying clouds that are annoying, and you can kill the clouds with the arrows. And we'll use the boomerang. I think you can keep using it as long as you catch it. Yeah, it says I still have it. And there's the thunder, which is a smart bomb. Yep. But, yeah, that is Wonder Boy 3, The Dragon's Trap. I think I might have seen the first Wonder Boy at a movie theater lobby. I think I might have played that. But that is Wonder Boy 3, The Dragon's Trap, and there's another code that puts you near the end and also gives you really, really good stats. And I think that code is MJWH WC5 TY3B XJR. And it gives you good stats and probably a whole bunch of nice weapons and armor and stuff. But that and Westone, or with a 5 in for the S, are good codes. Well, that was Wonder Boy 3, The Dragon's Trap, created by Westone and Sega in 1989, part of the Wonder Boy series. This is Crazy Climber Ace, and thanks for watching Wonder Boy 3, game number 17, and I hope to see you soon for game number 16. Have a good one, everybody. Bye-bye.